Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew. I'm Matt.
I'm Lauren. I'm Sophie.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Megan.
Hey, I'm Joel.
I'm Aunt Becky.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. I'm on my way down to the farm market to get everything set up this morning, but I'm not the first one down here today. I hear Matthew in there already getting started. We just got everything pulled out of the cooler. Matthew at the moment is putting stuff onto the shelves. It is a Friday, so we are expecting it to be busy, but you never know what's gonna happen. We did everything we could. We got plenty of product put out here, and everything looks great. We are now down around back. Joel got the skid steer loader started and pulled out. While we wait for the skid steer to warm up so that we can feed the cattle, we're gonna get all the chickens taken care of. So that means feeding, collecting it, just everything with the chickens. Where's the chicken I can put my hand under to warm up? There's one. Oh yeah, that's warm. Thank you, chicken, nice and warm. Whew. I just got my nests emptied and Joel just got his nests emptied, and that left us with 2 nice baskets of eggs. It's really nice that the ground is frozen. It's a lot easier to walk on and work on. But you have to be careful you don't roll your ankle on any of these tire tracks. I've done that in the past and it is not fun. What do you got in your pockets there?
Eggs.
That should wrap up the cattle. All we got to do is check water bowls. Yep, thawed out. Oh yeah, I hear water splashing over here. We're good. We don't usually have a problem with those water bowls freezing. I still like to check them just in case. You don't want your animals to go without water at any point. So I just like to check them every day. I usually check them in the morning and at night. All the animals were good on water except for the turkeys and meat birds that we have in here. The water bowl that we have, sometimes from the chickens bumping into it, it'll eventually just twist off and fall off. And I think a piece in there fell off and the chickens ate it. They do that sometimes. It's real frustrating. So we're missing actually 2 pieces that I think the chickens or turkeys ate. So we're gonna have to get that fixed, but for now, we're just putting in 2 tubs and we're gonna fill them up with water for the animals. That should about do it for the animals. The only thing we have left is calves, and I don't feed calves. Dad and Daniel feed calves. In a pinch I could do it, but I don't know exactly what they've been feeding. I don't wanna feed too much or too little, so we're just gonna wait till they're ready to do it. Where are you going? We're now up in the farm market. We're expecting it to be pretty busy today. We're about a week away from Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is a pretty big deal here for us just because the farm market is so busy. So we need to make sure that we have plenty of produce here and that us boys help the girls out as much as possible. There's gonna be so much going on in here. If they need stuff carried, they need stuff moved, we're gonna have to be around this week to make sure that we help them. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Aunt Rhonda doesn't like to be filmed, but she makes the best peanut butter fudge. Hey, look at that. Woo! Good job, Rhonda. We do have some odds and end jobs that need to be taken care of today. One thing is cleaning. We've been doing a good job at keeping everything cleaned up, but we had a little issue the other day. Right below this hopper where we store our cattle feed, we had a little bit of an accident. For some reason, the tractor drifted forward a little bit with the feed grinder on the back. I don't know why. We couldn't figure it out, but it ended up making a little mess. And even though we do have a few cats on the farm that help us out with rodents, it's not good to just have feed lying around, so we want to get this cleaned up. I just gotta get underneath here. Oh. Rather than just leaving all this stuff on the ground, figured I'd put it to good use. I'm gonna scoop it up and give it to the chickens. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's much better than what it was before. I did some more sweeping up, just trying to make things look nice. Everything that I picked up off the ground, I just gave to the chickens, and they've been really excited about it. I'm just trying to make things look nicer. It makes me feel better that way. A little bit of time has passed since we've had the camera, but we are getting ready for lunch. We're having hot dogs and some leftovers. What pie fillings are you working on?
Raisin, mincemeat, blueberry, and berry.
Now, who helps you with all this pie filling?
Nobody.
Now, does it upset you that none of us help you with making pies?
You'd probably just get in my way.
I tell you what, she's a hard worker. Now, how many pies are you expecting to make in this week coming up?
Probably close to 400.
Now, she doesn't have to make all of those by herself. My dad and my Aunt Rhonda help her out a lot, especially with pumpkin pies. So this is what Grammy has been working on. She's got all of her fillings laid out, or she's been starting on new fillings. Some of the hottest ticket items are the berry pies. We also have apple. Apple is a big deal, and then pumpkin. Usually on Tuesdays, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, this whole area just smells like pumpkin.
Be free, child. Be free. Run.
Hey, Becky, how busy has the farm market been today?
Steady, not crazy.
Are you expecting it to be busy in this week coming up?
Very busy next week. I'm a little scared.
Now inside the cooler, it's a little on the fuller side. That's just because we've been preparing for a busy week. But within the next few days, all of this stuff over here is gonna have to be moved because this is where we put our turkeys. Now there was a time where we would raise turkeys and sell them through the farm market, but it just became a lot of work for us. We couldn't get the sizes right on them. Some people want a 25-pound turkey, some want a 16-pound. And it would just get very difficult and very stressful. And because of that, we get a whole list of turkeys and then we order the turkeys in from a local place. Not only turkeys, but there will also be some chickens here as well. A lot of the products we're gonna be moving in the upcoming week are baked goods, turkeys, hams, chickens, a lot of horseradish, and a lot of sauerkraut. We are now back in the cold. We got a job we need to work on down here. Now with a lot of the greenhouses, they do have these large doors on the front, and when the wind starts to blow, we can close them to make sure that there's no draft running through them. But it does change when we get down to greenhouse number 6. Greenhouse number 6 has the largest door. It allows us to store some of our equipment in there that's a little bit on the larger side. Now when it comes to summertime and when we have plants and flowers and things like that, we only keep hardy plants and hardy flowers in there. So a lot of like cold crops, things that can take colder temperatures, we'll keep them in that greenhouse so that we can leave the door open. Leaving the big door open, it just makes it easier on us. It's not really that big of a deal to go through the small door, but when you're carrying flats of like cabbage and broccoli, it's a lot easier. In all seriousness, from the entrance to where I am right now, it's probably about a 10-degree difference. There's not too much wind blowing on me, but because it's gonna be colder in the upcoming week and the winds are gonna be blowing harder, we wanna close it up because as you can see, we got precious cargo in here. We have got 5 calves that are still a little bit on the smaller side, so we just wanna close it up just to be cautious. This greenhouse will eventually be cleaned out and used for storage. We haven't gotten there yet. Once we get a really, really cold day on our hands, we'll be able to finish it off. But for now, we just wanna close up the front of the greenhouse.
It won't reach all the way to the bottom.
Now we do have a piece of plastic somewhere that's already been measured for this door. We just have to find it. Come to me. Woo! No, this fell on me. Wait, don't go this way. Go the window. Oh, what are you laughing at me? Hey, Grandpa, did you find it back there?
Yeah, you're not gonna believe my problem though.
What's your problem?
Somebody backed on it with the feed grinder.
We're walking from greenhouse to greenhouse, trying to figure out where we put it. Dad is looking for that piece of plastic, so what we're gonna work on now is putting a round bale in greenhouse number 5. What are you doing out?
That one.
No.
That one.
So we've had a change of plans. Dad, you want to explain the thought process?
Well, this is green, and that's the same color as the farm, green. So we want to put green up instead of clear.
Forklift! Skid steer! Pallet forks! Now!
I hate to say this, but I ain't left-handed. Watch I don't poke you in the eye, okay? Don't go in, you're swinging in. I'm gonna do a one-handed job here.
I assure you this is much easier to do with 2 hands. It's a good thing we're getting this taken care of. You know, it's windy up here. What's wrong? Do you want me to help you out?
Okay, Joe, go over to the other side and make sure we have enough over there to...
Probably have to fold it down a bit because it's cockeyed, but it will go all the way down.
Everything's good here, nothing to see. Just enjoy your cabbages. You want me to just pull this side against?
Yep.
There we go. Well, it wasn't what we originally expected. We used a clear piece of plastic, but I don't know where it went. We had it set up, it was perfectly measured. Who knows? We'll probably find it in like a week. All that matters is it's a lot warmer in here already. There's no draft coming through. Now we can store even more calves in here comfortably without having to worry about the cold.
But how come we moved the cafeteria from greenhouse number 5 to greenhouse number 6?
This is greenhouse number 6, so the cafeteria wasn't 5. We moved it to 6. We didn't move it from 6 to 5.
Did I say 6 to 5? I meant 5 to 6.
Joe, I think it's only like 3 o'clock. It's not that late.
Oh, he fell for it!
Yeah, it's 3:04. It's not even 5 or 6.
What's going on?
Sometimes I just crack myself up. We started putting calves in here because there was mums in that greenhouse. And Rhonda didn't have the mums out of the greenhouse yet, so we needed a place for the calves. Because the place we were putting the calves was filled with calves and we had more calves. So we got those calves and put them calves in here. So now this is where the calves are.
But there's also calves in greenhouse number 5.
That's the cafeteria, Joel. That's not greenhouse number 5. It's the cafeteria.
Oh, right.
We can't work around here without people watching us work. It's unbelievable.
You know why that board's on there?
No, why?
Because it's the door's too shut. You're crooked.
Just step on it.
How long have you been here?
Watch as Andrew leaves the potato storage with style. And as Daniel enters with style. And then as Andrew re-enters with style.
Oh no. Cut! You were doing so good for so long, but now you're back in jail. Sorry, bud. It's been a while since you've been with us for calf feeding, and we haven't really talked about it much because we've been so busy with our summer and fall harvests and other projects we've been working on. But these 2 calves are twins, as a matter of fact. This one does seem to have a gimpy leg. The leg is getting better from what we've seen, which is pretty cool. We just got milk dumped in for all the calves. I don't know why this one's so fuzzy, but I really like how fuzzy it is. It's pretty easy when it comes to evening feeding. It's one of the reasons why we like having all the calves in their singular pens. We get all our calves from local dairy farmers. We don't do a cow-calf operation as much as we'd like to. We only have 2 mama cows on the farm, But we're happy with what we can do. The dairy farmers work really well with us, and we get the calves we need. We haven't been too busy as we've gotten later on into the day. It's been pretty fun. The family's been hanging out. We were watching the news a little bit. I'm happy I do not live up in Buffalo. I couldn't imagine trying to farm with 5 to 6 feet of snow on the ground. At the time of recording, that's what's going on up there. It's starting to snow that bad. I mean, we would make it work. I feel bad for the people that couldn't get out. We have a whole farm market full of food. We'd be okay for some time at least. But that's just a lot of snow. Besides Lefty just showing up, we are pulling everything. Joel, come on! Besides that, we're pulling everything off the shelves so that we can move stuff into the cooler because it is closing time. I am now working my way up to the house. It has started snowing, so I'm gonna get out of the cold. I've made it up to the house, and as you can see, no dinner on the table. Oh, look at that! 2 seed catalogs showed up. Outstanding Seeds and Johnny Seeds. Check that. And since it's date night, that means this is where we're gonna end the video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.